Welcome back, everyone. Our next guest is a global fashion icon. She's one of the world's most famous supermodels. She's also an actor, and she's an Emmy award-winning television host. Now she's back with the second season of her fashion reality show, Making the Cut. Please welcome the one and only Heidi Klum.
Hey,
Heidi,
hi.
we are so happy to speak with you today. And for those who aren't yet familiar about Making the Cut, talk about season 2 and what makes this show so different from other fashion reality shows.
Well, Making the Cut has the full circle, I feel like, for the viewer. For the first time, you watch how fashion is being made. You watch the entire journey from, Tim Gunn and myself giving the designers a challenge. They have a certain amount of time, to do it. And then, with my judging team, we determine on which one is the best look. And that look, people can buy immediately on Amazon Fashion in the Making the Cut store. So before, when people have seen something on TV they love, they can't have it. Now they can have it. So we finally have come full circle. It's great for the viewer. It's great for the designer because he makes money. Also, we have $1 million price line at the end for the winner. But, every assignment, someone can basically have a win, with the winning look. So the stakes are high more than ever before. So everyone wants to win every week. Obviously, they want the $1 million, but they want the opportunity every week to be able to sell in over 200 countries around the world. So, here we have these 10 designers that we're putting on the map. So they're winners regardless because their life is about to change,
So yeah, great. But first they have to, do the work. And you know what? The work took you all around the world in season 1, but in season 2, of course, we saw what we went through was the pandemic. So you shot in LA. Was it challenging to make this series in these circumstances? And how did the designers adapt?
Well, first of all, we were even excited to be picked up because, it's not necessarily that when you have one season under your belt that people will love it and even give you the opportunity to do it a second time around. So, Amazon was like, yay, here we go, Making the Cut season 2. We're like, yay. And then February came, poof, pandemic. Oh, we can't film. So here we were, we had everything already planned for the summer. And then it just got moved and moved and moved and moved to the point where we were like, I don't think it's going to happen. No one is filming. No one is doing anything. We still don't have a green light to go. It's not going to happen. Designers are crying, we're like sad because we had all these ideas and all these things we wanted to do. So we're like revamping and rethinking everything. And we're like, okay, we're going to just do this here. And we have everyone come to us. So we have people from all over the world, from Australia, from Colombia, France, the US, Poland, India. We really wanted people who represent many different countries because we are seen in many different countries. And, with the pandemic, we were like, okay, we need to create our bubble. So we were looking for a place and we found this beautiful ranch in Malibu. And, we filmed everything there. And because we only had the same places to look at, our art department, kudos to them, they really had to work extra hard to make it magical because fashion is about magic. Fashion is about dreaming and diving into this world and be like, wow, this is amazing. So, we had to work different and, art department extra hard to make it look beautiful. And I feel like even though we didn't get to travel the second time around, like we did first time we went to Tokyo, to Paris, to New York, to LA, and now we're just stuck in this one place. It doesn't feel like that. And, we wanted to make sure, our audience is still as thrilled as watching this as they were the first year around. And our designers also don't feel like they got the short end of the stick.
Yes.
So,
yes.
It was challenging, but we made it work.
So Heidi, the pandemic has sort of birthed kind of some interesting fashion trends, I feel like, over the past year and a half. And because you're a fashion guru, I'm curious to get your thoughts on a few of them to see if post-pandemic, we're still going to see them existing. So first starting with the comfy sweatsuit. Is this trend going to make the cut post-pandemic?
I feel like now that we've been in sweats for so long and, I kind of visualize it more as like we've been a butterfly in a cocoon, like we couldn't get out. And now I feel like that everything is opening up again. And here we are in the summer. Let's be a butterfly again. I feel like for me too, like being able in LA now to go to a restaurant with my husband, I love putting on a beautiful outfit for him and putting on my heels, or even when I have a meeting with someone somewhere, I love going in my closet. I'm like, okay, who am I going to be today? Okay, today I'm going to be Boss Barbie. And then I put on like some real fierce, piece where I feel strong and good and I can walk into that meeting. And I don't know, it just changes my attitude, the clothes. So I think it's important. And I can't do that in sweatpants. In sweatpants, Yep. It's good to sit on the couch and, and cook and clean the house and do all of those things. But I mean, there's also really beautiful, fun ones out there. And some even look good with heels. But I don't know, I feel like we've done this now. Let's get back to having fun. Let's be sparkly. Let's razzle dazzle, people who see us, but also ourselves. I love putting on hair and makeup and something cute and feel good about myself.
Hey, but Heidi, should I keep my tie-dye? Like, do you still have tie-dye in your closet?
I do, I had tie-dye even before the pandemic.
Okay.
Like also, I don't think there's so much wrong and right. I think people should do what makes them feel good. I think that's also what makes fashion so fun is you see the different personalities in people. You can tell a little bit like about a person and how they dress and how they do their hair and makeup. I think that's, it underlines who we are. So
Heidi, the world, I think, fell in love with you through your modeling career, your huge modeling career initially. But, since then, they've come to love you from working on shows like Project Runway, America's Got Talent, and now Making the Cut. You have this incredible eye for talent. And I'm just curious, what is it? What is that it factor? And how do you know it when you see it?
That is exactly, we call it the it factor. We call it that something special. See, no one can really point or give it a name. Because you just know it and you feel it in your gut. Like I always go with my gut. And, in that moment, when you see, and especially in a competition show with 10 designers and you see 10 different things, which one is the most special to me? And I think that's, what my job is to look at all this talent, and they're all talented. But, one assignment, one is maybe a little snoozy, or if not the snooziest, and then they have to go. So it's not even like in a duration of finding the best global brand, like the winner at the end. The journey there is so important because every assignment, they kind of change a little bit and you're kind of still figuring them out. But you have to come with bells and whistles, because I feel like the snoozy things you can find already. We are not in need of like someone who is doing another snoozy thing that like everyone is doing already. So they need to have something that makes us spend our money, because
Yes.
everyone goes to work every day and you make that money. In order for me to spend that on something, it needs to be special because we have a lot in the closet already. There's a lot in the stores already. So, my job is to find someone who is special, who is like, makes my heart flutter when I see it, when I'm like, ooh, this is good. Like I want it, or I know a woman who would want it, because also sometimes you have to remove yourself too a little bit, because not everyone is, as eager to experiment with different things, let's say, so I try to always keep also many different people in mind.
Heidi, it was a pleasure chatting with you today. Thank you for taking the time with us.
Thank you so much.
Making the Cut is out now. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.